Just so I am recording. Cool. So today, what is the date today? October 17th, I think sounds pretty good. I think it's about October the 17th. This is our Opulent, Team Opulent Synergy training. I'm changing it around a little bit because honestly, me and Lindsay alternate between where to and how to, and then how to post, when to post, and what not to post. That's really great for when we're new and we've got new team coming on. But I think just about everybody is seeing that at the moment. So I thought we'd change it up a little bit tonight. So we're all looking at sharing the opportunity now and just want other ways of doing it and showing how to utilize business page. So some of your leaders do have their own ones that you might be able to use, or you've got Opulent Health and Wellness, which has been set up purely for the team to use. It's got a massive variety in there. So if you're sharing in mummy pages, there's mummy posts that you can use in there. If you're sharing in health pages, there's health coach ones. If you're sharing in illness groups or injury groups, there's a couple of based around that. There's bloke ones in there. There's maternity mums. There's all different things in there just to really help you have something. And I think people, I found this like little lead or how to do this in April when I was meant to go to the US, meant to go to conference, and I came up with every excuse why not to go. And I thought, that's it. I've got to get in action. I've got to figure out a way to build my business. So I sat up for a couple of nights, and all of a sudden I came up with this workflow. People aren't always going to click on your ads if there's nowhere for it to go. If they can't see a legitimate business page behind it, they're like us. They're skeptic. They're not sure if they want to check it out. Are they going to be stuck with some telemarketer on the other end of the line? All those sort of things. So I tried it a few other ways as well, not just that, but this one came in and I went with that, and I got influxed. Honestly, I think I told Linz one night I had 117 inquiries over 24 hours because I'd figured out a way that people were more comfortable with checking out. So I'm going to show you that. Even though that this is working at the moment, it's not going to always be the way. Everything keeps changing all the time. Groups are getting harder. People are, whinging and complaining because they realise that we are Juice Plus or whatever. But in saying that, so what if we are Juice Plus? If it's not in the rules, you always check the rules in the groups that you're posting in. If it says you're allowed to do business posts and so forth, and you've got a brand to back it, you've got Opulent Health and Wellness there to back you up. It's registered with an ABN. It's got a website, and it's there for you guys to utilize. So definitely use it. It doesn't mean they're going to come straight to the website either. Hopefully, some of them will just comment straight on your post, and the ones that do come over, I scrutinize them all. You need to let me know which ones you are sharing. I know a couple of our leaders have got it set up so you get specific posts to share so they know they're yours, which is a bit easier to manage. But mine is set up so you can post on various pages. And it's not just a set mum post, or it's not just a set fitness post or whatever. So you guys can go in and use whatever post you want within there and post it and share that link to that post, which I'll go over in a minute. But you just need to let me know, because if I don't know it's you and I don't know what group you're sharing it in, I don't know it's yours. And I'll be responding to it and trying to figure it out. And if I'm not in that group, I can't find it. So make sure you do. So I'm going to quickly maybe just go over just for a couple of the newbies here, just quickly, just so you recognize what the groups are again and why they're there. And then I will go over the business page. So I'll hit share screen. So I'll just get back over to the other groups, but to start off with. So I'll just quickly go through Juicy Fitness Crew, okay? Just briefly, just for the newbies and even just for us so we remember that it's there. So this is an amazing tool for you guys to love and look after and nurture your clients. All right, for me at the early days, a lot of my clients became my team, okay? We set up this client page because the Juicy Body Transformation has thousands in there, and it just wasn't getting the value that it used to. Even the 8-week shred, there's so many people in there that people are getting lost. You put a post in there, there's another 18 around yours at the moment. So we have this beautiful group here that it's set up purely just for our clients. So I try and add as much value as possible. But if any of you guys are doing the 8-week shred, or you're cooking an amazing healthy recipe, or you're doing any exercise or anything like that, share it in here. Help and inspire our clients, to keep going forward with their journey. You know, some of the clients are sharing now, which is amazing to have their little stories in there and sharing their meals. Lindsay shared her meal the other day. I can share Juice Plus in there, you know, because they're already on it. They know about it. So they get to, you know, learn about the product. They get to learn more about the program in videos, recordings, and we can even advertise in there every now and again about the business opportunity. Okay. So I share other things from other pages as well, as long as it's all based around, you know, whole foods really. So, you know, make sure you take advantage of this. You know, your clients, you go in there, you add them, you tag them. Make sure you have a conversation with them at some stage, whether when they first start up or halfway through when you're checking on them and doing your customer care, that they remember that they've got this amazing tool. They know if they go to the file section that they've got all the ebooks, all right, to the JBT program, all right. Make sure that they know if they go to the photos that they've got all these beautiful albums. There's only like 8 of them with more recipes in there for them. Some of the JBT, other ones are just whole food ones. Lots of smoothie ones, you know, there's some at-home exercises, some stretches, just some health tips. You know, they've got all these things there for them, and that they can chat in there. They can share their goals. They can put in some photos that they might not want other people to see. This is a closed group. So if they, you know, want to, you know, really participate and meet some new people, this is where they get to do it. So, yeah, make sure you're always super excited about when you're talking about the program opportunity, product, when you're on an event, when you're in, you know, talking to somebody about it. I know at the start when people first asked me what it was, I go, oh, what is it I'm doing? And you get a little bit, but just, you know, remember those bits that light you up and talk about those. You know, I help people create an income from working at home. I help people, you know, on their health journey, whether it be weight loss, whether it be, you know, changing their routine, things like that. You just got to talk about the things that really excite you about what we do. And there's so many things that we do that are pretty exciting. So don't forget you've got this, and make sure that you are doing that customer care. Your customer care, where is that? If we go back over, not back over, but if we go to the team page, I want you to all make sure you understand in here for you guys what you've got in the file section here. Your customer care's in here. Your Bible's in here, Opulent Health and Wellness Start Strong Guide. You've got, your customer care, and you've got your scripts. Okay, they're the main things in there, but there's other stuff in there. Go to customer care, go through that process with all your customers. I check in with them when they first get their product. You know, make sure they read the instructions, make sure they put their product in a place where they know they're going to take it every day and it becomes a part of their rituals. You know, and make sure you go over a few questions with them. Either you go through, there is a sheet in here, whether it's attached to that customer care. I'll open that and see what happens. If you can open it. Yeah, just ask them what, you know, rate yourself with your energy 1 to 10, rate your sleep, rate your, you know, a few things, you know, what's your main goal out of doing the program, and just write a few of those things down so you can have a chat with them at the 2-month mark and just before their 4-month mark hits, and see if you're hitting some of those goals. Did that open it outside there? I don't know where that's gone. That's okay. And for you girls, again, don't forget what's in your photos as well. So if you go to your albums in here, you've got so much stuff. You need to slowly have a look through all this stuff in here. Major ones, you know, these are here to help you post. So there's program posts. There's stuff for New Zealand customers or team if you need to look for stuff, US, UK. The 30 days of spring are in here. We've still got 2 months of spring, so why not think about doing that next month? Or you got the 30 days of fitness, or the 30-day Girl Boss Eat Clean thing that Lauren's doing. That's there as well. So, and 30 days of gratitude. So you've got all these things that you could add as one of your posts each day. You've got them there ready to go. If we go over the main tool in here that I want you to make sure you understand and look after and nurture for yourself, for your own self-development, is the business tools folder. Okay, so that is full of lots of amazing recordings and information for you on how to get to each step. Not just for you, when you introduce teams, so you know where to really show them. There's testimonials there for you to share, events. That's where all the flyers are for events. All right, check that one out. And the other one that I've just added, not just added, where did it go? Oh, no, it's within the business tool. So in the business tools, go back there. And I'm going to add a couple more into there, actually. So that's where I'm going to start storing all of our good recordings now from our events. I'm going to start putting them over here into one of these photo albums. So I'll create one for Mums on the Run, and I'll create one for Opulent, our Opulent Freedom Lifestyle event for Australia, Opulent Freedom Lifestyle event New Zealand. So in the JBT videos there, that's where all those new testimonial that Kira's been doing, and Jess, there's one from Jess as well. So some are about business, some are about JBT program. So check those out. They're amazing recordings that you can share on your page. So there's lots of amazing stuff in here. So just make sure you're aware of all this stuff you've got here. If you can't get onto a training session or an event one night, come in here, click on one of these, check out the comments, and find the link. See how there's a link there with it? So watch that. You know, if you're stuck in the car one day and you've got your Bluetooth or your headphones, listen to some of these. That's exactly what I did. I was working full time. I couldn't get on events. I couldn't do a lot of things, but I'd watch and listen wherever I could in those stolen moments. Time management. If you're having trouble managing your time around your job and your kids, treat this as a hobby, and it will be a hobby. Treat it as a business, and things just change, okay? It really depends what you want out of this opportunity, but you've got these amazing things here. You just have to remember you need to be super teachable. You need to let your upline help you. Follow the systems, and you'll get team, you'll get customers, and things will really happen for you. All right, cool. So that's literally, you know, yeah, the customer page and the team page. Current stuff gets posted in there. Try not to tag your team too much unless it is current stuff. Okay, because as soon as you keep tagging in old stuff, it takes over the current stuff and people get lost. They don't know where to find things and whatever. So teach your team how to search and find things in here. Try not to tag people unless it is current. Okay, and it's the same in the client page. Teach your clients how to know, because you'll tag them once. They're not going to remember where you tagged them next week. All right, so make sure you coach either your client or your team in on where to find things, okay? So that's it. Obviously, you girls, slowly as you get to certain positions, your upline are adding you to a few other groups as well, whether it's Juice Plus, whether it's Team Illuminate or Team Freestyle or Team Spirit, any of those as well, that you're going to be added to slowly as well. We just don't like to overwhelm you at the beginning and give you too much into too many groups, but anything that we think is important, the leaders and myself, we are putting in here for you guys, okay? So we're taking it from Team Freestyle, we're taking it from Team Spirit or Team Illuminate, and we're putting it in here for you girls, so you don't get lost in all the tagging throughout all the pages, okay? So the one I really want to go through tonight is this one, which is our business page. It's going to look different for you girls, what you're looking at now, to what you guys would see, because I'm obviously managing the page. I can change that actually. Setting visit, help center, advertise. No. Where did I go to flip that over the other day? No, it doesn't matter. Anyway, so this, like I said, this page is set up for you girls to use, and boys. So like I said, it's not tribe based. It's not about me. There's a couple of posts in there that I've used me instead of using generic photos off Google or whatnot. So it looks like there's a real person involved. There's a lovely introduction about what we're about. I probably need to reread that and have a look at it again. You know, 9,411 have read that or looked at that, which is great. All right, I spoke to the leaders. I've been speaking to the leaders. I speak to the leaders every week in this team, and we were directed to start looking at Christmas. I know we're going to get some more Christmas posts soon from Kira. There are some already in our team page. If you look at that, last year's ones are there. But, you know, this is what's really been working for us at the moment is Christmas. So we've got 10 more weeks to Christmas. You know, you don't use these texts. Well, I'll go over that in a minute. But anyway, I've got plenty of posts in here about Christmas, maternity leave mums not returning back to work, people wanting to be at home with their children, health coaches, travel people, and then I'd put a few other stuff in there to add value, being a part of a team. So for people that just want to travel more, our new team posts go in there as well. A bit about our program here and there, being a stay-at-home mum, maternity leave. So it's a very, very mixed posts in there, and I'm trying to fit in with everybody's needs. Some if you girls want something specific in there that you're going after a specific tribe, I will come up with something for you and pop it in there. So just let me know. But at the moment, it's really the Christmas ones that are working for us. I do put JBT program in there every now and again. So again, you can utilize this the same way, which I'm going to show you in a little bit. But you can see there's a massive, massive variety here. Okay, so you just need to have a flick through. You can, so what you do is, if you know you're going to go to work in a couple of pages, you select some of these photos. Okay, you select them, you save them into your phone or whatever you're using, whatever device. Okay, well, not obviously 14 weeks because we're down to 10 now, and pop them in your phone. Okay, and then what you do is, if the text in here is something that you want to use, you can use it. But if it's to do with money, when you're reposting that in groups, you just need to edit that and say, what would, you know, some extra income do for you. All right, you can't talk about dollar figures when we're posting, especially in buy, swap and sell pages. Okay, so just edit a little bit. I can in here because this is our private page, not our private page, but our business page, so I can mention the figures in here, but I can't out on other pages. But what I'd be suggesting is you guys share your journey and what you're excited about going forward. So, you know, for this one here, you know, just change it. You know, I'm loving my life now because I get to be more independent. I'm growing an income from home while I'm at home with my children, and I still get to be present in their lives. You know, what other mums out there get to, you know, or want this opportunity, you know, want to set, you know, hear more about this opportunity. It's, you know, whatever you want to type in, you can use, you know, this one specifically, you can use exactly what it says if you want, and you literally copy that. All right. On your phone, this will work, not on your Mac computer. I'm not sure about PCs. You then hit share. All right. Put this text into your phone first, or into your notes, or into your computer, or whatever. Then you come down here and you hit share. It's not coming up for me on my computer, but one of the options is you share that link straight to that post. Okay. It's not going to share the link just to the general page. It's going to share the link straight to this post. Okay, and I'm going to show you why that's really important. So then you go back to your text that you saved in your notes or in Microsoft Word or wherever you've got it, and you drop it at the bottom. You take out this note. You take out this note here and change it a little bit. Say, you know, you comment, no stopping me here, or follow the link over to our business page, and they'll come straight to this ad. Okay, when you post it, they'll come straight to this ad. They'll read this again. Or read this new because you've put different text with it, and then they'll comment down here if they're interested. They'll write exactly that, no stopping me, and that means that gives us permission to then PM them. Okay, so let's find one here, one or two. Let's have a look at the Christmas ones because they're going crazy. Get past the first one. So, for instance, if you have a look at this one here. So I know a few of the girls are sharing, you know, what they're excited about for Christmas. You know, they haven't used any of this text here, or they might have just taken out that line and deleted it. But, you know, they've got 3 kids, you know, they've got to get presents for. They've got a crazy family coming to visit from Tasmania or whatever. You know, what would some extra income do for them? You know, or would they like to plan a holiday? We've still got 10 weeks, you know. So they're sharing a Christmas photo, they're sharing some text, and what they're sharing is the link to this post. Pardon me, sorry. So either people are going to respond in that group that they're in, okay, exactly as the post is asking them to. So this one's saying comment Christmas fund, or they're coming straight over to the business page on the link, and this is what they're doing. They're doing exactly what it's directed, the action at the end of the post saying Christmas fund. And then we've got a few more to respond to because there's so many doing it at the moment. I have to screen them all. So I message them all from here. And I've got a note saved, and it says, I just changed the name. Hi, Kathleen. Thanks so much for your comment on our business page, Opulent Health and Wellness. Would love to know how you found us. What's got you interested, and a little bit about you. Okay, so then I find out where they've come from. Sometimes I can see if I'm within that group. If I'm not in that group, I'm depending on them to help me. But I'm also depending on you guys. You need to tell me where you're sharing it and which post you're sharing, so I know it's you. And yeah, and then they respond to me as well. So yeah, all I do is, you know, so if you're sharing this, I would screenshot this and say, hey Stacey, Kathleen's yours. So you'd come back over to the business, I'll do a screenshot of it. You go into the business page, you click on her and you go message, or wherever a message is when it comes up on my big screen like this. There we go, message. You click on message and you message her the same sort of thing. Hi Kathleen, thank you so much for the you know, your comment on our business page. There's one just popping up now. Mads is posting it everywhere. Would love to know how you found us, just to check it and confirm. Would love to know what's got you interested, and a little bit about you. All right, make it all about them. Let them hear your story. If they're a little bit, you know, shy of doing that, still quite try and drag it out of it. Feel, felt, found. Find their hurts, wants, and needs. Make it about them, because for some of them, you know, it could be massive. It could be both health related and financial related. You just don't know. So get back out of this person's Facebook page. So, like I said, go through, save some photos. You need to have already found yourself a whole lot of groups to be a part of. All right, to do that, let's have a look. Let's start with some basics here. Let's go over to, let's see that in here. Might be in about, when it's on your phone, it's so much easier, isn't it? Where are your groups? No. Here we go. Groups. All right. So these are the groups that I'm a part of everywhere. So what I'd want to do is when you're on your phone, you've got another one that's got Discover. So you click on Discover to find more groups. Mine is just bringing me my groups. I don't know where it is on the computer. So what you girls want to do is, yeah, go to Discover, pop in, you know, main words like health, mum, work from home, looking for work, travel, and then get really specific. Put in suburbs, put in Frankston, put in Canberra, put in Toowoomba, put in those, and then what you're looking for is community groups, mum groups, health groups within those suburbs, and then get added. Check the rules in the pages. So let's just jump on this buy, swap and sell one, whatever this one is here. They will all either have a pin post telling you about the rules, or they will tell you to go to the file section or to the photo album. So make sure you see that there's the group rules in this page. So make sure make sure you read them and you understand. They might just have a business night when you can post. They might you might not be allowed to post at all. So just make sure you're checking the rules in all those groups. You know, in the early days there, I was adding myself to, you know, 20 odd a week. Okay, not sure how many groups I'm in at the moment. But I just know the groups that I, you know, where I get out. You know, there's plenty of these ones, work from home and whatever ones. But you know what? They're mostly full of people like us already. Yeah, people go in there occasionally to look for what the opportunities are, but you know, there's hundreds of them sharing that. So I'd still share your business if you've got your own business page or our business page in there every now and again, so it's getting seen all the time. But be aware that that is full of other network marketing people. So what you want to be looking is, and same with women looking for work and so forth, go in and add value to those ones and share your posts every now and again. But Mornington Peninsula Noseboard, read the rules. Australian Backpackers, read the rules, and just find an ad within our business page that's relatable to them. So I've got plenty of travel ones related to backpackers and people traveling the world. Travel Addicts, Bucket List. Some of these you don't want to actually be going in there to advertise. You want to be going in there to add value. So you go in there and you ask questions. Ask good questions. You know, my son's turning 5 years old. What's a great birthday present for that age? And create conversations, create friendships. So to start bringing up your numbers, you need to get more people to your personal page. All right, we could have thousands of people come over to Opulent Health and Wellness. Doesn't mean they're all going to jump up in that because it's not personal. Okay, by you getting them to your personal page, like there's a workflow. When, you know, at what stage are you adding? Are you friending those people you're having the conversation with? You know, so every conversation you have, whether it's to do with the program or the product, your goal is to friend them. And I let them know. I'm like, Han, I've just friended you just so you can learn a little bit more about me and see how I do business. And so they can check that out. So they can see I'm a normal person. I'm not some person with some, you know, how people just have a photo, but it's not even them. I'm a real person, so they can get to know me. And, you know, I've had a few people that have really they could have gone with somebody else in New Zealand or another person in northern Queensland, but because they've felt connected with me and they've liked my personal page, they've chosen to go with me. So you need to make sure you're consistent in your personal page, consistency, having that momentum in there, and really starting to build on your journey. All right, there's plenty of posts out there that you can copy and paste. Try and get away from the copying, pasting. Change it into your journey. Use the picture if you love the picture, by all means, and use some of the text, but turn it into you. All right, you know, I very rarely, I need to probably do it more, is share the opportunity more directly on my page more often. Purely for training purposes for you guys. I don't really need to anymore because I'm sharing the opportunity within my journey every day in some shape or form. It's just not super blunt. You know, he's just going through my page now. So, I mean, most people know what I do now that are on there, but in saying that, my goal is to probably add 4 or 5 people every day to my personal page. All right. So they can check me out, follow my journey, and then they can ask me the questions without me putting the heavy load on them. And I don't want it to be a heavy load for them. We've got an amazing opportunity. You know, just let them see what it is you're doing, what you've created, and why you're doing, or what you're excited about. And then they will ask you the questions. So let me just pop back over here. Because I know there wasn't any notes. So, yeah, so I mean, at the early days, I was like you guys, obviously just sharing it on my page in a few pages. It was quite daunting adding more and more pages. You'll find the pages that you can no longer post in. All right. So some of them you could just add value to, you know, go in, you'll see people asking the same questions all the time, you know. Is there any, oh, cool. Yeah. Is there any, you know, mums out there that are, you know, finding it hard living off Centrelink payments? Is there mums out there that are drawing an income from home? What is it you do? So there's plenty of questions out there for you to add. If you're in some of those groups that, you know, there's a lot of us in there, still go in and respond. I occasionally in the team page will give you girls some options there to practice. You just got to do the feel found in those. All right. Han, have you thought about this? Have you, you know, considered, you know, network marketing? Have you considered these sort of things? And then tell them your story a little bit. You know, I came across this amazing opportunity 21 months ago. I was working full time. My kids were only 3 and 11 months at the time. You know, my health was deteriorating. I was never seeing them. I was literally trading time for money. And then I found this amazing opportunity. It was all to do with health and working around my family. You know, within months, I was able to replace my income, and now I'm a stay-at-home mum. I never thought that possible. And all I get to do now is help other people with their health and with an amazing opportunity. Is that something you might be interested in? You know, and then drop the link in there back to the business page. So, you know, there's plenty of opportunities. People are always asking in all these groups, you know, what do you guys use for psoriasis and eczema? You know, or my little boy is constipated. What can I use? All these questions out there that you guys can help answer. It's just making sure that you know, and even if you see me respond to some of those, go in and do your story as well. Who cares if I've responded already? You girls go in as well. Someone might resonate with your story far more than they're going to resonate with mine. Okay, so go in there and have that opportunity to share your story. And it might not be the person that actually posted it. There'll be plenty of other people reading your responses also. Okay, so so I guess, you know, going forward, there's quite a few things you need to look at doing if you want to start building your business and start sharing this amazing opportunity. One is you need to be in as many groups as possible for a little while. Okay, and you need to get in there into those groups and try and, you know, meet some new friends. Get them to your personal Facebook. All right. Add value. Answer some of their questions when you've got, you know, allocated time to do so. Okay. and then hopefully that will turn into friendships. And then advertising. All right, that's where you've got Opulent Health and Wellness there to help you. All right, so check out those pictures. There's other photos within our team page. There's heaps in there for you guys to use. I'm trying to stay clear of the old generic ones now. Okay, there are generic ones in there for us when we first start the business. But anything that's got either your leader's business logo on it and they've given you approval to use that, or use Opulent Health and Wellness, because that is there for you to use, as long as you're making it as part of your journey as well. All right, because as much as you could be in this business for only a week, but you've still got an amazing story to share. You've all shared it with either me or your upline, why you're here and why you're doing this business. You just got to be excited about that and not worried if it takes you months, years to get it done. Just enjoy the amazing journey that comes with it, all the friendships that you make, all the self-development that you grow while you're doing it. Yeah, I was just going like really fast then, wasn't I? So you girls are understanding the process on how to use Opulent Health and Wellness. Can a couple of you give me the thumbs up that I can see you? I can see Rochelle. I can see Vanessa. Stace, do you understand what I was saying there? Because Steph does it a little bit differently.
Yeah, no, the only thing is, I suppose, was the, so when you copy, like go in there, I've actually got it up. I was trying to look at it on my phone while you were talking about it.
Yeah, good.
So once you've got like the posts up, so what I probably don't understand that well is sharing the link at the bottom. So you copy and paste the text and then change it around to what you want.
Yes.
And then hit share. So when you hit share, will that take it to the page that you're on, or no? No.
So what I want you just save the photo. I want you to save the photo when you guys are looking through the business page. Save the photo into your phone. All right, a few photos. All right. Copy the text. Now then paste it into your notes in your phone or whatever you're using if you've got a different brand of phone. Change it around a bit. Go back to that post again and go share. But then go, and one of the options that comes up on your phone is copy the link. All right, you want the link to that post, okay? And then drop that at the. Go back to your notes. Drop it at the bottom. Okay. Drop it at the bottom. And if you're responding to somebody's post, the same thing. Put in your little story. Make it all feel found about them. Drop the link at the bottom of that as well, and then just press send. But when you're doing actual ads, pop your photo in first. Okay.
Yeah.
Otherwise, if you do it around the other order, it does a whole link and it says Opulent Health and Wellness. It doesn't look great for one. You can just hit on the link and it will hide it. But you won't know until you've done this a couple of times and then add the photo in. But just add the photo in first, girls. Pop in your text, including the link, at the bottom of your text. And then what happens is people are either going to respond to you straight away in that post, in that group, or they're going to follow the link over to the business page and they'll respond there. Okay, the more and more people see our brand out in the social world, the more and more interest that's going to come back to either yourselves in the long run, but back to your leader's business page or Opulent Health and Wellness, our team's business page.
Yeah. Okay. I'm going to try and work that out because I've got my phone's Motorola Android one. It's really annoying. It doesn't have a note section, so I know when I go to copy, I can copy and paste. Yeah. But I don't know how to put it in notes or how to save it or anything like that. So
you'll have something else called notes. It might not be called notes. It might be something else, but it might be something. You'll need to. If not, just write all the text down and have to recreate it yourself. But you'll need that link to whatever post it is you want them to relate back to.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah.
Now, who else we got in here? Nicole and Tara. Is that all making sense to you girls? Yeah? Yes. Yeah. Oh, yeah, cool. Yeah, I unmuted you and then muted you back. You're all good. Nicole, yeah, you're good with that?
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. Awesome. Yeah. Awesome. All right, girls, so once you've done that, okay, and you've got people that are interested, all right, follow the workflow. There's an amazing workflow funnel. This was brought to us by Adam and Kira, down to Lauren, down to us. Utilize it, okay? So when you get them over there, you've already asked them that first question, thanks for coming over to our business page, Opulent Health and Wellness. What's got you interested? And tell me a little bit about you. All right. Some people struggle with that. All right. But just respond to whatever they're responding, but then give them another question back. Always finish every message with an action. Okay. Either you're going to follow them up in such and such 2 days, or or ask them a couple of questions. Is health important to you? Have you tried this? Have you thought about this? All right. Always finish with a question, or when you're going to catch up with them next. Either it's a phone call or a message. All right. Every time I send anybody a recording to watch or even get them online to watch an event, I pop in a plan. So you'll see that Lindsay will be doing it for you girls, or Catherine will be doing it for you girls, or Steph, or maybe not Steph because it's only you and Stace at the moment, but I do it all the time in our messages. When I know I'm having a meeting with you girls, or you've got a promotion coming up, or whatever, I put it in make a plan. You go into the message up the top and you make a plan. Okay, so even with these new people that you're having conversations with, use that tool. Say to them in the message, they've got their recording now. Okay, they're going to watch it. They said they're going to. As part of your responses, if I send you this recording, will you have time to watch it? Yes, cool, send it through. Awesome. Thanks heaps, Sarah. I'm so excited to hear what you think about the recording. I friended you just so you can, learn a little bit more about me and see how I do business. I'm also going to pop in a plan so I know to follow you up in 2 to 3 days unless I hear from you sooner. Okay, and then I drop in the link and say enjoy or whatever, and it's gone. But it leaves that, follow-up date in there as well, so they know they want to try and have it watched at least by then. And then you've also got it coming up in your reminders that you need to follow them up. Because for me, I've got hundreds of messages, maybe thousands really, if I really want to go backwards. And if I don't have those reminders in there with you girls and with all these new inquiries, they'll get lost in there. And as much as, I'll do a blitz every now and again to go back and try and chase them all, you still miss them. So by having those reminders in there, make a plan in those messages, you've got all these amazing tools. You just got to utilize them. Once you've followed up, or they've come back to you and said, I'm excited, it sounds really good. I'd really like to know how much the product is, or how much the business is, what sort of time's involved. Don't be the guru, okay? Just go, I don't even say I'm new anymore. I'll just say, awesome, hun, you've got great questions. I'm going to grab my upline, Lauren, to join us in the message, and she can help us get your questions answered. All right, and that's after I've already started the message. So I would have already created the group message, and then I've responded back to her, or I've responded in that group message saying this is what's happening. If they're going to respond 3 ways once they watch the recording. Either they've got lots of questions, I want to get started, what's involved, or nah, not for me. Okay. All right. No, not for me. I'd still follow them up and say, oh, awesome, hun. Thanks for being honest. Can I ask exactly what it is that you're not, that you don't think it is for you? Because some of them don't watch the whole thing and they misinterpret what we're all about. All right. So still follow them up with a response. The people that, want to get keen, want to get started, great. Get your upline. The people that have got lots of questions, get your upline. Okay. Make sure you're following all those workflows, all those steps. All right. Get your upline on there, whether it's me, whether it's Steph, whether it's Lindsay, Catherine, and get them on there. All right. Then they will literally do 2 messages, probably back and forth between that person, asking them, what really resonated in the recording, what sort of questions do they have? And we're just like, whoa, these are amazing questions. I'm not going to try and respond to you in text message. I want to give you, a detailed response. Could we organize an online chat? Would AM or PM work best for you? All right. Then we will book them in. Okay. Don't you guys stress about that time as well. We will do our best to get you guys on it with a time to you. But for me, when I was working full time, I had to let Lauren do a lot of them without me. Okay. It has to be up to the person running the Zoom and your teamy inquiry. Okay. If you can get on it, that's awesome. If you can't, please don't be worried about that. Be confident that your upline is going to do their best to get them across the line for you and show them how amazing this opportunity is. All right. Leave it with them to do the chat and, get all their questions answered. Sometimes their questions are already answered just in us introducing ourselves and how we came across this business. Okay. And then we might need to go over the product with them, make them understand that we don't sell. We share it. So the best way to do that is to be a full product of the product. If they jump on all 3 products, they're going to have a smashing start. They're going to find it quite easy to share it. And if they're going to share it, they're probably going to have a lot of their customers jump on board with everything. Okay, so being a product of the product is super, super important. Okay, and then it's all about starting them strong. You know, if they've gone, yep, I can do this, or I can do this on this date, they'll have excuses. We have excuses, don't we? We know that. We all have them. You know, I don't have any money to this date, or I've only got this much. They don't have to jump on everything. All right, if they only start on berries, they only start on berries. But we make a plan with them all the way through. All right, cool. You can start with berries. If we help you find 3 or 4 customers this month, and your paycheck is this next month, will you get your trio? Will you get your shakes? All right, because that's going to make it easier for them to do the business. All right, and obviously, if they're only starting on berries, it's very hard for them to get to DVF or SDVF. All right, but it's all workflows, girls. Just there's never a dumb question you can ask your upline, okay? And there's never a time, you know, for us as your leaders, our first priority is always these 3-way conversations. So get your upline into those conversations when you're meeting these new people and let them do the work. But first, all what you girls need to do is share the opportunity. All right. So add groups, adding new friends, advertise, and so you go. If you're still struggling with that workflow that I've gone through tonight, that's fine. Just make sure you reach out to me or your upline, and we'll go through it again in more detail. I'm going to do some drawings up of it, or a PDF to help a little bit more. But you know, Christmas, all right? You know, I've spoken to my leaders about it quite a bit over the last few weeks. Go with Christmas at the moment, but make sure you're still talking about health in there some way. And this is a business that's not only going to help them have some extra funds by Christmas, but it's going to help them have some extra funds from every month after then while they're looking after their health. Okay, so just be careful how you word what it is you're wording, because they'll come over to this post and they'll be a little bit confused. So I know when I'm responding to all these Christmas post people at the moment that I'm also asking them, cool, I'm excited that you'd like some extra funds for Christmas, but, you know, would you also be interested in having a constant income or constantly building an income from home thereafter? All right, so make sure you're clear on what it is you're offering as well. Is there any questions? I'm going to open it up for Q&A. I'm going to take everyone off mute. If there's a really loud one, I can mute that. I can mute that person, but I don't think there is. I think Tara's gone. She was the only loud one. So, yeah, has anyone got any questions? Anything they're really stuck on that they might like me to go over? No.
I think I'm good.
You're good? Beautiful. Look, October, we're just over the halfway mark, so there's still stacks of room for you girls. A lot of you going for SDVF. Some of you are trying to qualify. Some of you are just trying to find team to start, you know, building that. So plenty of time to do that. So don't just think because you live in Canberra or Adelaide or whatever, you need to look in groups there. Remember, for us, we've got Australia and New Zealand. We're all on the same business plan, okay? So for us to grow our businesses, yes, we can share it in 29 countries, but while you're getting your business really started in the beginning, it needs to be within Australia and New Zealand, okay? So pull out a map. Pull out whatever you need to do. Look up suburbs. Like I said to you, look up mum groups, look up health groups, look up vegan groups. Just go in and add value, and then slowly, as you feel more confident, then start advertising as well, as long as you've checked the rules, okay? Sound good?
Yep.
All right. So what happens when you guys share any of our links? So if you're sharing anything for Opulent Health and Wellness, what are you going to do?
Let you know.
Yeah, who was that? Make sure you let me know, because I'm not going to know otherwise. If I'm not in those groups and I can't see your ad, I'm not going to know it's yours. So just make sure you let me know, okay? And you know, I'm ready for an influx of people to come in for me to try and figure out where they're to come from. I'm happy to do that work for you guys in the background, but just need to let me know so I know they're yours. Yeah, the more you girls are doing that work out in the background, the more I'm going to help you. It's like a beautiful dance. It's, you know, the same with your direct leader or whatever. Each time you step forward, we'll step forward with you. When you step back, we'll step back as well. If you just want to stay there, that's fine. We're not going to bother you as well. But each time you step forward, we're there to help you and keep advancing you through this journey. So, yeah, that's really what I wanted to just cover tonight. I am going to, like I think I mentioned in that recording, it was a bit of a rush recording in the page earlier. So I said to Linz, what I reckon we need to do is, so once a month, one of these training sessions will be how to post, when to post, what not to post. All right, just to help. That's really in your general page more than anything else. Then there will be where to find things, go over the the pages, there'll be a blitz, and then there'll probably be something else as well. Okay, so we're just going to mix it up a little bit. There'll be something on every Tuesday night, but it's just not going to be this and this, and then back to that, then back to that. All right, cool. So what are we all going to go do now? Go share the opportunity, yeah?
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah.
I'm halfway there.
Halfway
I'm halfway through a post already.
Well done. That's it. Now just, all go for it. And, you know, I haven't had dinner yet, but I was snacking on cheese and it's sort of stuck in the back there. We all give ourselves excuses, okay? Don't be scared. I mean, you'll probably get a slap on the hand occasionally because someone's complained to Juice Plus about you. But if you're checking the rules and staying within compliance, not guaranteeing results with our program and product, not putting Juice Plus out there and going forward with our brand, not Juice Plus, and not talking about guaranteed money, you're doing fine, all right? Talk about extra income. Talk about what you're excited about. Talk about what it's already given you. You know, for me, friendships and community is a massive thing. And I'm sure there's other people out there that want just that as well, let alone the extra income. So, you know, just think about how you don't need to use that text directly that's in the business page, all right? Change it around so it's a little bit about you, okay? Awesome. I'm excited to see an influx come in from this group here, okay?
All right,
Thanks,
cool.
Jana.
Thanks, Shana.
You're welcome.
Have a good night. Enjoy your dinner.
Thanks, John.
Yeah, I will.
Yeah.
Bye, girl.
Thank you.
See you.